Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and I am back with another Dark Park film reviews. And today we are going to be taking a look at what do I got here? 3 Blu-rays. This is video number 1 for current Blu-ray purchases. And I thought of doing like current Blu-ray purchases number 2, 3, 4, kind of like what I do with the Dollar Tree videos, and then I'll have current DVD purchases, and that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then sometimes it will be current Amazon purchases, or it could be current eBay purchases. And they could range anywhere from 1 movie to 3 to 5 videos. It just depends on what I have. And I'm just trying to mix things up, just not do the same thing every week. And I already have some ideas for a couple upcoming videos. So, but this time, these are going to be 3 current Blu-ray releases. One I bought from Target, which is the newest one. And then the other 2 I got from eBay. So let's get to it. The first one is I picked up the new Scream Blu-ray. So this has, it's Blu-ray. It's got the digital code in it. I love that they call it all new movie. Well, if you just called it Scream 5, you wouldn't have to put all new movie to remind people that, hey, this is a new film. Excuse me. This has, it says killer bonus content, deleted scenes, behind the scenes featurettes, and more. It is certified fresh through Rotten Tomatoes. If that means anything anymore, I'm not sure. It's got the poster on the front, which is nice. It's got its slip jacket, which is good. So, and it's the same thing. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. It's just kind of moved around a little bit. That's all. I don't think I need to. Yeah, so I can just. Well, no, I keep it up. Oh yeah, so here it goes. So killer bonus content, deleted scenes, behind the scenes with the cast, the legacy of Wes Craven, and filmmaker commentary. This is directed by the guys who did Ready or Not. I was very excited that they were going to be taking this on. And this will probably be my 3rd time talking about this. And I did watch the Blu-ray, which looks great, sounds great. It's a really good looking and good sounding Blu-ray. But I'm just not thrilled by the movie. I love Scream 2. Scream 3 I've even come to appreciate a lot. I know a lot of people don't like part 3, but basically doing some reviews with Jonathan Moody for Any Film Cafe and horror film lovers. I have a new appreciation for Scream 3. Love Scream 4. Sometimes I want to say it's my favorite one. And, but I kind of just want to put the first Scream as number 1, probably Scream 4 is number 2, and then Scream 2 is number 3, and then Scream 3 would be number 4, and then it would be Scream 5. To me, this is my least favorite. I just dislike everything that deals with Billy Loomis in this. I think it was a bad idea. And I don't understand why we have to have all the Randy stuff in here. I think, the de-aging of Skeet looks awful. Somebody told me that maybe they purposely did it that way. I don't think so. I just think that I on a couple other reviews that I did, I said, that if you removed the Billy stuff, it wouldn't take anything away from the film. And I'm actually wrong about that, because the motivation at the end with the killers is that they're going to blame the murders on the daughter of Billy Loomis. She, you know, she must be psycho. She, you know, so she killed everybody. So I guess you kind of need to have it in there. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I could get, you know, look at those reviews to, you know, one of them is on my YouTube channel where it's, you know, two filmmakers, you know, like talking about one film, and that's with Jack Hunter. And then I did with Jonathan Moody, Horror Film Lovers, where we talked about it too. And that's on Indie Film Cafe to get more into detail. But I don't know, when people say, oh, Wes Craven would be so proud, I disagree with that. I just do. I think that he would give his blessing and like a good review to this if he was paid, kind of like in the same way that James Cameron did that for Terminator Genesis, where he's like, oh yeah, this is the true part 3. And then once that bombed, he kind of backed away from that. And then he got the rights back, and then they did, you know, Terminator Dark Fate, and he had a little bit more to do with that. And then he's like, oh no, well, this is the true, you know, the true sequel to, you know, to Terminator 2. And yeah, because you're making money off of it, you're getting paid to say these things. And I think that would probably be the same thing with Wes Craven, is they, you know, they'd be like, well, look, we'll give you X amount of cash to say, oh yeah, you know, this is if he was still alive, of course, you know, that this is a really good movie and that it, you know, lives up to the other films. Of course, if Wes Craven was alive, he most likely would be doing Scream 5 and 6, because that's what they were planning on doing, was to have, you know, Scream 1 through 3 was one set of films, was one trilogy, and then 4, 5, and 6 was going to be another trilogy. So yeah, I don't know. I still enjoy it. I get what they're doing, but I don't know. I just hate all the Billy Loomis stuff. So, you know, yeah, but I'm a completist, and I do like Scream a lot. It's a huge influence on me, the whole series. So, you know, plus some of the stuff that was in the trailer that was either not in the movie or in the film, but done a different way, like the steel mask that's, you know, Ghostface had, just really pissed me off of what they did with it. So, and there's that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try to put, I don't know if you guys could see that code if you want it, but it's right there. You can just pause the video to get it if you want it. I never use them. I just keep them. But so that's the first one, and the newest one that I got was Scream. You know, if you're a fan of Scream, pick it up. I think it's worth having it in the collection. And yeah, I guess we'll see what's happening with Scream 6 if they can pull it off again. Nev Campbell said that she'll come back, you know, and I guess Courtney Cox is already signed, so we'll see. The next one is, and I know this has been out for a little bit, but I recently just bought it, and that is Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I was very happy that Jason Reitman made this, but I'm on the other side of the fence kind of on this. Is I don't like this as much as everybody else. It's kind of my Scream thing also. But before I get into all that, so we got a Blu-ray, DVD, then the digital. It's got its slip jacket. Let's see. Yeah, same type of thing. It's the same, but just a little different. And I'm glad that they got back all of the, you know, the original Ghostbusters, you know, and including figuring out a way of getting Harold Ramis back in this. You know, if Bill Murray wasn't such an ass, and you know, we could have gotten a real official Ghostbusters 3 with Harold Ramis in it. But their fallout, you know, they're falling out from when they did Groundhog Day. Lasted for a very long time. And it wasn't until like Harold Ramis's deathbed, like, you know, when he was dying, that they made up. But, you know, whatever, I guess. So we get, you know, Ghostbusters Afterlife, which is better than Ghostbusters 2016, which will never enter my collection in 1,000 years. If I got it as a gift, I would just throw it away. That is how much I hate that movie. So this is part 3. And I'm glad in the box set that they did not include the physical copy of Ghostbusters. I don't even think they should have put in a digital, but they only did that because of Paul Feig's, you know, whining and bitching and moaning and groaning. So I did do a separate video of a review of this. And even though I enjoyed it, I thought that it had problems. I thought that there was a little too much fan service for no reason at all, like having the little Stay Puft Marshmallow Men was kind of pointless, except just to have them in the movie. I didn't think bringing back Gozer was a good idea. I think they could have just come up with something different. Paul Rudd just seemed to be kind of pointless in the film. He didn't really do much. Either did the mom. I mean, the kids did. But I mean, it's entertaining. It's fun. You know, it's nice that, you know, Ivan Reitman got to see his son direct the film, you know, get to direct the Ghostbusters movie. What do we get with this here? Let's see. Your guide to ghost gadgets, Easter eggs with over 45 minutes of bonus content. We got one Easter eggs revealed. Ghostbusters: A Look Back, bringing the Ecto-1 back to life, which really should have been the Ecto-2, you know, because this does include, you know, Ray's supernatural shop, which means part 2, Ghostbusters 2, is canon. So this really should have been like the Ecto-2. The Gearhead's Guide to Ghostbusters Gadgets, Deleted Scenes, and more. So, and I guess that they're now doing a like a TV series. Who's this by? Columbia? Sony? So, yeah, I'm not sure what streaming service that would be, but that's what I've heard. I saw something on YouTube about it. So there's its back. And there's the Blu-ray and DVD. I bought this used, so I guess no. Oh, no, Blu-ray and digital? Wait. I didn't look at this close enough. So, okay. It says Blu-ray and digital, but what I have is the DVD and Blu-ray. I don't know. I would rather have the DVD and Blu-ray than just a piece of paper with a number on it that I would never use. So I don't know. Maybe this is a mistake on the front, or the person who sold this to me said, hey, let's give him the DVD also. I don't know, but I'll take it. Sure. All right. Let's get that slid right back in there. And let's see, then the third one, and I have watched all 3 of these, so I can actually give valid like critiques of them. So the next one is Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. And it's Blu-ray and digital. It's got its slip jacket. I'm very big on slip jackets, as you guys know. See if it's any different. It's always a little different because of this hole right here, but they're always pretty much the same. And So let's see. So special features: replicating the DNA, cops, corpses, and chaos, zombies, liquors, and the horrors of Resident Evil. So this Blu-ray and digital. So let's see what it looks like inside. Yeah, so that's what it looks like inside. There's the, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but you're welcome to take it if you want to pause it and write it down. Okay. I like that the disc is an eyeball. Like the umbrella corporation in the eyeball is kind of cool. So the review on this is one of the best films in the entire Resident Evil franchise. I will completely disagree with that. Even though this is produced by Jeremy Bolt and Paul W.S. Anderson, I thought it was okay. I got to be honest, I've never played the games at all. I've watched, of course, all of the Mila movies and Paul W.S. Anderson films. I own all of those, saw everyone in the theater. A couple of them even came out on my birthday, or which is in September, or they came out around my birthday in September, which was pretty cool. I always like that. I've watched them all a few times, and I've even come to like the final chapter, the last one, better than I used to. It's so everything that I saw in this, I was basing off of the Mila movies, and also I've watched a couple of the animated Resident Evil films, and then I watched some stuff on YouTube about the games. So I'm guessing, because it says witness the beginning of evil, that this is more of an origins story. So people like Wexler doesn't look like Wexler, and Kennedy doesn't look like how he should. Like the characters don't look the way they should. I mean, Jill Valentine is actually very different looking in the movie. So was it Isaac S. Kennedy is his name? Just, I mean, that doesn't look, I mean, that doesn't, Leon Kennedy, Leon S. Kennedy. See, I don't know these that well. As far as the names go with some of these people, but that's him there, which doesn't look like him from the games. That doesn't look like, you know, Wexler from the games. I mean, it just doesn't. These are the Renfields. So, and I guess this is based on 2 games, which they probably, I think, probably only should have done 1 instead of cramming so much stuff. The CGI on this is awful. The dog looks bad. The liquor looks bad. All that stuff looks bad. It just does not look good at all. But I guess that they're also taking a lot from the games and putting it in here, you know, for fan service. And I didn't catch a lot of that. I did watch, like I said, videos and stuff on YouTube that talked about this, like reviews and comparing this to the games. So I kind of knew what to look for. And I think that when you're making something like this, you have to do a 50-50, or at least like a 40-60 or something, where, you know, it could be 60% for the game fans, but you also have to do 40% for the people who've never played it. That's might be one of the reasons why it did not do very well, is just people like myself knowing that it's has more to do with the games. I just didn't bother to go see it. Being a completist, I did buy it so I could put it next to the other Resident Evil movies. And but I thought it was okay. It's visually shot really well. It's edited pretty well. I was never bored. I was surprised that the film was almost 2 hours. And, you know, it ends on a cliffhanger, but I doubt that they will make a sequel to this, unless maybe it's something like Doom Annihilation, where it just goes straight to video or straight to streaming. But I mean, if you like Resident Evil and you're a fan of the games and all that stuff, I mean, I recommend it. Why not pick it up if you can find it for cheap, or watch it online, something like that, just to kind of check it out. The zombies look kind of cool. But yeah, it was okay. It was all right. I don't know if I would watch it again, though. At least not quickly. So, all right. So that's the 3. So I'm going to set this over here. So then I could say, hey, let's now recap. And we're going to start with the one we ended with. So that's, Resident Evil Return to, Raccoon City. Oh, you know what? Why don't I give a rating? So Resident Evil Return to Raccoon City, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. I wasn't bored. It was entertaining. I am glad I watched it. So yeah, 5 out of 5 would be okay. Well, maybe I'll go 6. 6 out of 10. I'll do 6 out of 10 for this. Because I know that from reading or from watching video interviews with the director, he's like a hardcore Resident Evil fan. So he was trying to get all this stuff in. So I'll give him credit for that he's a big fan and was trying to do his best to bring the video games to the big screen. So I'm going to say 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Then Ghostbusters Afterlife. My rating on this would be, I'm going to give it I'm going to say the same thing. 6 out of 10. So I just think that there's a lot of unnecessary things in here, and maybe it wasn't totally necessary to even make it. Kind of like Resident Evil, maybe it wasn't necessary to make it. But it's nice that it's there. It's great, that Jason Reitman directed it. I think that's awesome. Excuse me. And so I would recommend it, but add it to your collection. So 6 out of 10. And then Scream or Scream 5, or I heard it was originally going to be 5 Cream. 5 Cream. This, I think I'm going to give, because I just love Scream, I'm going to say 7 out of 10. Somewhere between a 6 and a 7, but 7 out of 10 for this. I just truly hate all the stuff, all the Billy stuff in there. There's no possible way that she would know what he looked like at the time of the murders. There was no way that she would know what his voice sounds like. There's all that stuff with Billy. I can't stand it. It's just, she would not know anything about him. And I hate the idea that she's his daughter. Then that means that everything that Billy and Stu said in Scream 1, about Sydney's mom, she, whoring it up around town, or sledding it up around town, whichever one they say, because, she ain't no Sharon Stone, and in this whole murder thing is because of, basically Sydney's mom breaking up Billy's parents, having them get a divorce. If he's doing the same thing at his age, like 17, and he's fucking people, and he got a kid out of it, you're a massive hypocrite and an asshole, dude. So you're not just a serial killer, you're a jerk. You're completely a hypocrite. Because why are you mad at Sid's mom, when you're doing the same freaking thing? Technically, he even broke up their family. So, yeah, I just can't stand any of the stuff with Billy Loomis. I think it's awful. So yeah, but because it's Scream and it does have some good moments in it, and I'm going to say 7 out of 10. All right. There we go. So thank you very much for watching this video. We will have a One Filmmaker, One Film will be coming out on Wednesday, brand new. And I'm very happy about that one. So check that out. And then I'll have a new one up probably for Friday. So, all right. Thank you. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.